This episode of Unscripted is brought to you by Dubby. Dubby is an energy drink that doesn't cause any jitters and gives you a bunch of energy to get all your gaming done, and it energizes me to do Unscripted. So use code Krooked Does Stuff at dubby.gg and you'll get your own Dubby for 10% off, and you can also find a link in the description down below. So thank you, Dubby, for sponsoring this episode, and here's Unscripted. Hello, everyone. I am Krooked, and I do stuff, and this is Unscripted, the series where I take a completely unscripted look at games and give it a 1 through 10 rating. Today, we are playing Star Wars: Flight of the Falcon. This comes as a request from the Hibiki TMD over on the Reset Button podcast. Woof. Already, the sound hurts my soul. Because this is the worst version of the Imperial March I think I've ever heard. Okay. So far it's kind of just thrown sounds in to throw sounds in. A long time ago, galaxy far, far away. Ew. This sounds like an NES take on... Oh, no. Oh, no. So, this is, a shooter, I guess. Is this how we're starting this out, is with shooty shoots? So, being a Game Boy Advance game, very simple controls. A shoots blaster, or laser blasts. I've actually read something that says they're plasma, which makes sense, because that would make sense how Kylo Ren was able to stop them, and how they do damage. But A shoots those, and then B shoots bombs, and screen wipe. I just killed a Lambda class shuttle. Yeah. So I'm in for the controls. Oh my god, how did I miss that? How did I die? Oh, I guess my health is in the bottom right. I thought it was the one in the left. Or the one at the bottom of the screen. So, controls-wise, I mean, it's very, very basic. There's not much really to talk about there. It's responsive-ish, and it works. In terms of graphics, oh my god, this game looks terrible. Like, I understand this is supposed to be a Game Boy Advance game, but this kind of looks bad even for the Game Boy Advance. The Game Boy Advance was known for being able to pull out Super Nintendo level graphics, and this didn't even pull that out. It just kind of said, you know, let's give you like maybe early Super Nintendo graphics, like 92, 93. But this is pretty abysmal. Oof, it looks so bad. And sound-wise, it's just loud to be loud. And god, it's so bad. Like I said, the worst version of the Imperial March I've ever heard is officially in this game. Now, I've played a lot of Star Wars games. For anyone who's new to the channel, last May, every single day I played a Star Wars game. The entire month of May. Because Star Wars is one of my favorite franchises ever. And this is not a game that I played during Star Wars month. And I'm not upset that I didn't play this during Star Wars month. This is not good. This level's freaking difficult. I'm trying to, like, survive, because I only have one hit left, and I think I might have made it. What the heck? Okay, so I beat the first mission. Cool. We got past that. What the? Okay. So this is like a car driving shmup, but God, this is done in the worst possible way imaginable. The level design is trash. The everything here is bad. Why would you want to speed up on that? Okay, so R1 or R is a boost. I don't know why I said R1. There's only one R. Okay, so you can brake with L, which you might want to do this entire freaking level. It looks awful. Like, this looks worse than some of the NES Star Wars games, which are not good. Wow, I did, yeah. This game is terrible. Like, I legitimately don't think anyone would find a lot of enjoyment out of this. Maybe if you were on a mission to play every Star Wars game there was, and you liked, oh, I don't know, Empire for the NES, you might like this, because that game's trash. But otherwise, I think that you would be better off playing basically any other game. This is bad. Like, this is really bad. And this is all an instant death corridor, and there's stuff that you can shoot at, but it shoots at you without you having any potential way to hit it. And when you do finally have a way to hit it, like, you need to move anyway, because if you don't, you're just dead. I was toying with, or playing with fire right there to try to survive that spot. So sound-wise, this game's terrible. Controls-wise, I mean, it's alright. Graphics-wise, this game is terrible. Okay. You have to, like, if you don't speed up at some of these times, I think you're just gonna have a really bad time. You can't tell what anything is. This is clearly Mos Eisley or another Tatooine town, and you can kind of tell what that is because, well, we've spent enough time there in the Star Wars universe. We went there in Mandalorian, we went there in Obi-Wan Kenobi, we went there in, like, all the original movies, we went there in Shadows of the Empire. We've been to Tatooine a lot, and Mos Eisley is kind of the area that always comes up. That being said, though, that's the only reason you can tell that this is Mos Eisley, is because you're in a speeder, C-3PO's there, and other than that, there's no indication this is Mos Eisley. Than, like, the sand and building shapes. But everything's so granulated and crappy that if you were like, this looks like any other Star Wars town, I wouldn't blame you. Mission failed? I'm on a time limit to get through this crappy thing. Wow. You know what? I don't think this game is beatable without using cheat codes. Just based on what I've seen so far. Just because this is incredibly difficult. And I just failed because I ran out of time. But if you don't do that. Like, I don't know how well you can get through this by not holding the brake the entire time. I should have died like 3 times now. Yeah. So I actually don't think this game is beatable. It looks like trash. It plays okay. It sounds like trash, and I don't think it's beatable. So, when it comes to a score, I'm giving this game a 0. Because, again, I don't think that you could beat this. I'm sure someone can prove me wrong, but, yeah. That's how bad this game is. Play literally any other Star Wars game, and you're probably going to have a better time, except for, you know, Empire Strikes Back on the NES. With that being said, comment down below, let me know what your favorite Star Wars game is. Like this video if you enjoyed what you saw. Hit that subscribe button so that way you never miss out on an episode of Unscripted, and hit that notification bell so that way you'll be notified whenever a new episode of Unscripted comes out. And with all that being said, I do want to thank you for watching Unscripted, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye!